Well, welcome back, fellow YouTubers, toy train buffs, to another running session, and I don't know, a little bit of a product review for you out here in the cave. Thank you, first of all, to all my new subscribers. Hope you enjoy the channel. Uh, we try for variety, and I think today we've got some for you. Now, for the last couple of few videos, I have been running my Shorty consist. These cars go by a number of names. The box cars you see here. Scout, plug door, double door, 027, 8-inch, Shorty, whatever the heck you want to call them, you go right on ahead. I call them Shorties because that's what they are. They're short box cars. I got into these Shorties, some years back. I bought one and two, and they were used on my edge of town micro layout because they're perfect for a small layout. I mean, look at them. There's nothing to them. I think they're really 8.5-inch long, the bodies, and there's just nothing to them. However, after a couple years, I noticed myself getting more, and then more, to the point where last year I started keeping a spreadsheet. Just partly a way to maintain inventory, and partly a way to see what's out there, keeping track of this stuff. Now, yeah, these cars, this type of car, first came out in the post-war years, and I have since found out that they were available up until at least 2011. Okay, that's the last one that I know of that is recorded on my spreadsheet. The MPC era saw a lot of these cars being made, and what's fun about them is they came in so many different markings. Okay, road names plus a lot of just special cars, and we're going to show you a few that I've added to this consist in the last couple weeks. And after this, guys, I'm telling you, that spreadsheet, I've recorded so far 85 different cars. That's a lot. And I've got 24 right here, plus there's a Wabash in one of my set boxes, and I'm not going to pull that out. So that means I have a total of 25 of these Shorty box cars. And as much as I would love to get all 85, I just don't have room for them. It was a rabbit hole I wasn't prepared to go down, and I've simply had to tell myself, we're just going to stop right here, okay? And that's what I've done. I've said no more. I'm not going to do any more collecting. This is it. I have enough to fill up this inside loop, and that's good to go. So let's show you some of the new cars I got. These I came upon recently. I didn't know they made them until I just happened across a Fleabay. That's what I call eBay, because it's an online flea market. I came across one of these on Fleabay, and I go, oh, well, I didn't know they made those. And yes, they did. And I now have 3 of these major sports cars. The first one was this. This is the National Basketball Association, the NBA. Each one of these cars came with 2 identical sheets of stickers, and those stickers had major league teams on them. All right. Now this one was mint and didn't have any of the stickers taken off, so you would have put them right here. There's a little space right here to accommodate the sticker. And these were MPC era, made in 1979, and that's the first of the 3 major league sports team cars that I'm aware of. And I have to do this really slow because this long consist and the variable weight of these cars makes it prone to derailment. By the way, these particular MPC cars, man, they are light as a feather. There's no substance to them at all. So yeah, they're on the back of the train. All right. Now here we go. Here's one. National Hockey League. Again, it came with 2 sets or sheets of identical stickers that you can take off your favorite team and put on the side of the car. I'm doing this slow now. I don't want the train to either jerk forward or backwards. All right. And here's the MLB, the Major League Baseball. And someone, this is excellent condition, but somebody had already put the Detroit Tigers sticker on. Okay. And that's what I'm saying. They're not very big. Maybe, what, 3/4 of an inch? If that. And so, yeah, that's how those were designed. And I don't know. Let's pull this forward a little bit. Yeah, I think that's it from the last time I did a video. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is pull up this K-Line Santa Fe MP15 switcher that I found out here. Quite literally. I'm out here digging through boxes and going, oh, there's a box labeled Lionel, and the box was labeled wrong. And I pull this out and I go, oh, I like that. It's cool. Good runner. Now, I'm doing this review today because the last video I took a few people, or got a few people off guard when they heard the sounds. They all thought that the sounds were coming from the locomotives, and that's expected because when you watch the video, it does sound like the locomotives have all these sounds to them. Well, that's not quite the case. Let me show you where those sounds came from. See those 2 banks of speakers over there? I'm going to try to get a little bit closer. Alrighty. These 2 speakers on the left I got a couple of years ago. Someone mentioned MRC sound systems, freestanding sound systems, on one of the Facebook groups. I go, oh, okay, I have to investigate that. And those first 2 speakers are MRC City and Country Sound Station. All right. And we'll go and never mind. How old are these anyway? I don't see any year on the box. But it's older technology, obviously. So they've been around a while. The speakers on the right, that's called the MRC Sound Station 312. The difference between the 2 is, as one says, city and country sounds, but it's not obvious until you read the box that this set is for train and what would you call it? I guess train and track related sounds. Now, the speakers are the kind you would find for PCs, right? Same kind of setup. There's an external power supply, a wall wart, that plugs into the back, and then I've got it connected to the outlet down here. Okay, the outlet strip, power strip. And instead of receiving its sound signal from a PC, it receives the sound signal from the electronics in the controller. Each controller has its own power on and off, and volume control, which is pretty cool. I like that. Each controller has a series of press buttons at the top. There's 12 of them, and 6 slide switches at the bottom. All right. The press buttons give you momentary sounds, or as long as the sounds are programmed for. The bottom slide switches, once you turn it on, it will stay on. The sounds will just keep repeating. It's an endless loop. Now, as much as I like the sounds, remember, this is old school technology. You cannot, let's say, turn 2 of these slide switches on at the same time. I can't have, let's say, forest sounds and wind sounds running at the same time. It won't work. Either one or the other will work, but not both at the same time. It's whichever one you turn on first. So let me give you a demonstration. Power. All right. Jackhammer. Siren. I wish that one was longer. And of course, I've got that fire scene on the layout here, which is cool, and I use it for that. Horn. That's a car horn. Crash. Yeah, sounds about right. Crickets. Thunder, that's cool. As you see, it gets kind of loud. Okay, be prepared, cover your ears. I'm going to turn this up all the way and see how loud it can go. Okay, that's kind of loud. Needless to say, I don't turn these up all the way. And if you watch the last couple videos with these sounds turned on, the volume control were turned down almost all the way. Okay, now insects. Here's a slide switch. Yeah, okay. Traffic. How about rain? Alright, so that's city and country sounds. So, of course, there's not much country on this particular layout, but they can always be used for other layouts, obviously. Now, let's go. This is what got a whole lot of people the last time. They thought the sound was coming from the engines, and no, it's not. All right. So on top here we have horns and whistles, long and short. Then there's even a steam release, a brake. Those are all the momentary switches, right, or buttons, I should say. At the bottom, those are all, I'm sorry, there is one momentary button here for coupling and 5 slide switches for continuous sound. Let's take bell. Okay, crossing gate. Coupling. Pretty good. Rail clack. steam. Let's do a steam release. And here's kind of what got people. Diesel engine. And when I'm recording, the speakers may be over here, but it really does sound like it's coming from the engines. That one's not so hot. How about diesel horn? And then you have a long and a short. Now that's horn number 2. Horn number 1 is at the right. Whistle. And this is cool, a conductor. And now this whistle number 2. All right, folks, so there you have it. That's how I enjoy my trains out here. Now, those things are darn handy when you have a lot of engines like I do. They have no sound at all. None of my, the Marx engines don't have sound except for their one tender that they had, the sound to power tender. For example, then let's go pan over. That K-line, Chesapeake in Ohio, has one of the old school air whistles, and it's, quite frankly, it's asthmatic. I'm sorry, it needs medication. That thing is terrible. I like it though. I like old school, and it's fun. But I can do things better now. So let's do this. Let's run a couple trains here. All aboard for a freight train? Well, I guess it's for the hobos. Alright guys, jump aboard. Alright, I gotta tell you, that gets old. There we go. Whew, thank you. There's one channel out there. They have, it's not a big layout, it's a very nice layout. They have one automated crossing gate, and whenever the engine gets into the control block for that gate, the bell goes off, and that's fine. Except they tend to run long consist, and so no sooner does the caboose pass over the control block and the bell stops ringing, then quite literally in just a couple seconds, there goes the bell again. Which is why I won't have anything like that in this layout. All right, let's get our diesel started. Uh-oh, we have a derailment. It was funny. Just before starting this video, these same two cars decided to not cooperate. Maybe I have to move them back because they are light. Maybe I have to move them back to the rear of the train. All right, let's try it again. Now I do the chicken because even though I live in the city, we got people behind us that raise chickens, and there's more in the neighborhood that raise chickens. I wonder which one of these buildings that they're doing it in. Oh, I'm gonna show you something else here before I forget. So let's bring that up. Position this. So I mentioned that the Santa Fe MP15 diesel, I found out here in a box and just totally forgot I had. Well, turns out there was another piece I kind of forgot about, even though it was like out in the open, and I look at the box every now and then and I go, okay, MPC era Santa Fe bay window caboose. I've had this now for several years, and I never cracked it out to run with anything. Oh, you see that? Did you hear that? My train derailed, and yep, I'm going to have to deal with that. That's okay. I was bringing the video to a close anyway, but the Shorty's derailed. All right. Anyway, getting back to the Santa Fe caboose, there's a light inside, but it's really weak. I mean, it works. I know it works. You can see it when your face is almost on top of the thing. So I'm going to have to get a different bulb for that because it's just it's not a very good bulb. And anyway, I really like this thing. They had some really nice bay window cabooses back in the MPC era, so this was pretty cool. I like that. And of course, now obviously I can run it with my my Santa Fe engine. I said, oh, well, that worked out pretty darn good. 2 finds within a couple days of each other, and hey, I'm a happy camper. All right, folks, that's it. I'm going to sign off now, and that is the pretty much the last run of this Shorty boxcar train, the way you see it now, unless, of course, I find something else. And there you have it. Everyone, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye, y'all. Happy railroading.